Hello everybody, I have returned and I am here to do another collective reading for you, and honestly for me too, because whenever I do these readings I try to keep in mind that I'm reading for myself too, because otherwise I just feel separate from the whole thing. So by putting aside the barriers of considering this only a reading for the external world, I'm going to share some parts of myself that will include me in this collective reading, because I think the whole point of this channel is for me to be quite transparent and share some insights that I learned just by being alive. And it just makes it more fun. I would love for this channel to be a happy place for me to thrive, because every time I work to create something, sort of like this, some sort of project, I make it so serious. Like, it becomes this really, really weird inner pilgrimage to do it right. And it's exhausting. And so I want to have more fun readings. Like on Saturday I had so much fun recording that. It just flowed, and I really felt like I was able to get to know myself better as a result. So now that I've shared that and gotten that out of the way, I wanted to reflect a little bit on Saturday's reading, because this one kind of branches off from that. And on Saturday, I asked the question, what was the question? Oh, I'm spacing out, sorry. I asked the question, how do we keep up the faith? That was it. And the response was all about kind of letting your perception die the way you've held it, you know? We tend to become personally dogmatic about our strategies in obtaining and achieving things. And by dogmatic, I just mean we'll come up with a way to get something that we want, and then we'll stick to it even if it wears itself out. So Saturday's message was very much surrender to the death modes. And by death I just meant transformation and giving up to your higher self in order to recover from the ways we've tried too hard. It was a lot of we just tried too hard kind of energy. So today's reading is about the unknown in a similar fashion. It's the question I asked today is, what are the benefits of embracing the unknown? So I thought it would be interesting to ask the cards this question and do a reading for you and for me. And I'm going to get started on that now. So the first card that I got, oddly, was the Empress. And I think this is interesting because the Empress is all about the comfort zone. Like, the Empress is in the comfort zone, you know? She's extremely calm and comfortable, and she has everything she needs. And it really is quite feminine, interestingly. So I think it's all about what we surround ourselves with. And in surrounding ourselves with the unknown, it's kind of like welcoming in a certain kind of abundance. And it just feels like, as of right now, we might be surprised to find how much comfort we find in embracing certain changes that need to take place. Because according to Saturday's reading, we all know what we've been denying, what changes we've been denying. And it's really funny that this card came up again. I promise I shuffled. I promise that I shuffled these cards a lot. This card came up again. And I still can't see how or why this would be a benefit of embracing the unknown, if only as a reminder to keep facing these denials and keep up the work of addressing these denials that we've been holding on to. And I intend to do the same because I've had some realizations since Saturday about what I've been doing to perpetuate my own denial that my plans weren't working anymore. So I think the number one message is that if we surrender to the unknown now, we'll find more comfort than we realize. Because the initial scary thing is following that spark of chasing after something we haven't taken the time to understand, because it's a gamble. And one of my philosophies is that happiness is always a gamble. Like, if you think about it, it's true. You could pursue something that would make you happy, and you don't know how it's going to turn out all the time. So I'd say 98% of the time, happiness is a gamble. But in my experience, it's always been worth it. Even if at the end of what you're chasing is some sort of odd discomfort at realizing you were wrong, there's always, some kind of positive perspective to find in that. So it's kind of nice that the Empress came up in relation to the question, what are the benefits of accepting the unknown? And I wasn't expecting to get such a card because of how much it represents comfort zones. Because when you think of embracing the unknown, what are you doing? You're going out of your comfort zone. So maybe we should just enjoy the possibility of such an irony. I like it. Another card that we got was the Ten of Pentacles. So when we embrace the unknown at this current time, this time of uncertainty, we will find the completion of certain life events that have been dragging on in the physical. Like, it doesn't feel exactly spiritual when I think of the completion that's enlisted in this card. It feels like it will be on a very tangible level because we'll be opening our minds to a new method of pursuit. And when you have new methods of pursuit, you find brand new things that you didn't think were possible before. And one of those brand new things could possibly be recognition of some kind. I mean, isn't it good enough to recognize in yourself that you did something either you didn't really want to do or you were really scared to do? So even if it's not recognition from a group, it could very well be a healthy recognition for yourself and a job well done. So I think the overall message, I'm sorry to keep this so short today, I just feel kind of weird today, but it's alright. So the overarching message is we still need to keep facing any denials that we're holding on to. And we still need to value the bravery above all else and throw away the question, what's the worst that could happen? Because at this time, when we embrace the unknown, we find some hidden comforts. So I hope this finds everybody well. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And have a good one.